Good wine.
Following suggestions found
Go get in your chair. All right, so everybody. This to follow up from my part four, what you could probably say could be a part five, but I wanted to come in here and speak a little bit more about what I've been through versus what I'm going through at this moment. See, all the troubles and trials and tribulation of the past ain't so bad is what our current status over here in America. Now, my heart go out to everybody that going through some in these trying and terrible times. But I'm gonna go back to my past in a minute. But let me just say this for because I want to get this off my chest. It ain't no way being an American woman because I wasn't born in African. I can be have ties there or however y'all want to paint that picture. I'm still a Native American. So when the fuck you done, I can't take that out of my blood. I'm still white. I can't take that out of my blood. But here's what I want to say. I can't cap save hold nobody outside the borders of America until I save my American people. That's what the fuck I'm trying to do. I mean, no matter how much I had 6,000 people over there on that little black app that was actually listening to me, resonating with me, because they understood the severity of what I was trying to say about that project 2025. You know, every so many years, I'm gonna say 30 or 40 years, intellectually, the government want to keep uh, the people in the civilian oppressed. They've been doing it to black people for over 2,000 years. Ever since they landed over here on that motherfucking Mayflower from Europe. They knew what the fuck they were doing. So that same collaboration of them keeping shit in play and getting it like they want to. This time, what they did, they started in Florida. Our kids don't want to. They don't need to keep on hearing about what happened in the past because y'all shame of what the fuck y'all ancestors did. I ain't shame of the fuck of what my ancestors done. Cause some of them were no fucking better than you motherfucking Caucasian, y'all Caucasian ancestors. Cause they went along with the same shenanigan of bullshit that the Caucasian were doing. They the HNs, them the motherfuckers that'll tell you they was the head in charge. Them the ones that don't mind telling you that shit in real life at time if they were still here. But that neither here or there. But how you gonna say the rest of the world when intellectually the borders outside America, every country mimic and follow America form of living. You know why? Because America was supposed to be for the peace, the freedom, even though it was based on and born on, even though it was racism was inserted on this him soil when they rode over here on the Mayflower. I put it that way because the collective of people that was living over here before they got here, they were thriving and surviving. They were living good, you know. Blacks in Native America alike, you know. They wasn't over here having no war with one another. They were thriving, they surviving. And then that boat, that motherfucking Mayflower ended up coming up with a bunch of fucking peasants that was running from what they go through outside the border. All you got to do is sit down and read your fucking history. It being played out on the screen right now because they show you how those people over there fight for their life while we doing the same thing. But see, quiet is kept. 92% are blacks and 77% black women and 7% are black men. We collectively came into the notion that ain't none of this worth fighting for is 2,000 years. And then they got all the way to 1965 from 1865. That's a whole fucking decade between still going through racism, rapes, and all this other shit that was going on in them southern town down there, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. That shit was still going on. And to the day, it's still going on. It might even worse than quiet as kept. Cause see, your mainstream news ain't gonna give you none of that shit. Because see, like I said, I heard about how the little young guys was down there in Selma shooting. I wouldn't know about none of that if I went on TikTok following some of my family because they were actually when the altercation happened out with the little black guys. Some of them will be there, so you got your camera and you will see what the fuck going on. So I knew what was going on in Selma, Alabama. I wasn't down there. I ain't been down there since we went down there and buried my. I ain't been back down to Alabama since I went to my grandma's funeral. That was in 2008. So I ain't been back. I don't have no intention of going back. I'm not abandoned. I'm not forgetting where I came from because Alabama is what the fuck I am, and that's what I'm going to end up dying that way. But the severity of racism all up and through there, I can't. I ain't that person. I'm gonna be honest with you because, like I said, I had to reform myself from being prejudiced, which black folks said we can't. Yes, you can. And so you hate a motherfucker just as much as they hate you, you might be prejudiced. I felt that way. Only I'm gonna tell my story. I ain't gonna come out here and lie and get no fucking trying to get no views and no clout off what the fuck kind of person I was. I was that person, and I ain't give a fuck. I'm just being honest. I really didn't. I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't bothered by being racist to them because, like I said, they had a 200 fucking 2,000 fucking year start on my fucking family, on my people. They had 2,000 fucking years to feel the way they feel. Then you tell me in 2025, yet your ancestors ain't here and you still feel that way. So yeah, I had the right to feel the fucking way I felt. Was I proud of? No, I wasn't proud of because some of them white people probably weren't racist, but my intention was to hurt them because they ancestors hurt my people. And like I said, if they was racist, they were scared as fuck because, like I said, that mouth of mine is filthy as fuck. The Most High know that. That mouth gotta be reformed before it get to heaven. I'm almost certain I'm gonna be stopping them door. Like you did all this changing and you didn't get that mouth right. Well, my chances was not coming back into the firmament. I ain't want to go back down into that godforsaken planet down there. So I was hoping that you could just send me on out into the universe somewhere else to let me continue my thing out there, not down there. Because unlike some of y'all that ain't got y'all mind open enough to know that hell is right here in this firmament on a day-to-day basis. When you wake up to it, when you lay down to it, you done gave life to so much hell. Just like I got this man telling me I gave life to Black history because as long as you talk about it, you're gonna stay stuck there. Can't even make that shit sound proper. How the fuck is that me want to know my Black history? Where I originated from, whether it's from Africa, but I know my story that I could tell by the only, which is a Cherokee Indian that I got to meet, was my mama. She looking different from all us. Some of them little black kids end up coming out dark as fuck with some long black fucking jet hair. And we still to today looking at them like, what the fuck? But they dark as fuck. But it's because of my mama, she was Cherokee Indian. And then, like I said, as I got older, I noted that I had the little black kids. The little black kids kept calling me half breed and mutt. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is that? I never went home and told my mom because I thought I'd get my ass whooped just for even ask her about that. But as I got older, it dawned on me. So I went to my father and I asked him, like, let me ask you something. Is you mixed with something? Because in my father, I could see he might have inside him. He looked like he might have a little Mexican in him. The white sauce up through there, but he looked like he more than one nationality of person. Because, like I said, unbeknown to me, 18 years ago, female up here, she got two of her children is my relative by one of my nephews, and so she had a son, and that's my 18-year-old son that she didn't want. So I took custody of him and raised him as my own. But the most ironic thing I ever seen in my life is that child is the split image of my father. He looked. If nobody didn't know no better, and I wouldn't tell them, they would think that I literally had him my own. myself, because he looked exactly like my dad. Like when we went to go to my dad's funeral, all the people were crying, like looking at him like, "Who baby is that?" I said, "Oh, that's my baby." They said, "You know, he looked just like Whit." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I get that all the time from my family." Like, I mean, I don't know if that lady had a felt. I mean, she a young girl. I don't think my daddy. My daddy wasn't even in Kentucky during that time period because she's a young girl. He was in Michigan during that time period. So, but some fucking strange reason, I got a kid look just like from a white woman, look just like my dad. So, I mean, they to be honest, you the older he get, the more identical he get, and my son's hair is just a little straighter than my dad hair. My dad hair took from his father, which is white. So, I had the question. I told you I was a nosy ass motherfucking child and a nosy ass adult. I said I had a question because I like the more I thought about it, like when my son came out, I'm like, I'm asking Doc, like, who the fuck white baby? Who white baby is dead? And Doc said, that's your. The doctor said, that's your white baby. I said, God damn, because that boy was whiter than a ghost. I ain't gonna lie. And I thought Chris, I said, no, his father was white. So, but I said, that boy was too white. That boy was too white. And Doc like, who little white baby is dead? He said, that's your little white baby. Saying, God damn, he was white. He was so white that when I first moved to Kentucky, I tell you, this woman was actually stalking me. Because that bitch thought a white woman was stalking me because she thought I had stole my own son. I had to call the cops and everything. She didn't even want to let me get my baby off the fucking bus. I literally had to call the cop like and then go to the school and tell them I never had this incident no more because that was me already in my prejudice stage, and I really wanted to punch y'all upside the head, but then I know there been a charge for me, so I had to compose myself. And like when the police got there, I said, "Get my baby from her, because if you don't get my baby from her, I'm gonna drag her off the bus." So they went on, gave my baby, and I went to the board of education in school the next day. Like, I don't know what this woman take here. And then the man at the board of education told me, said the lady thought that he can't be my child because he lighter than me. So she thought, and then his hair was different from mine. She thought I had stole my own son. So I go up there to the board of education with the birth certificate and everything. Like, what the fuck the birth certificate say? I said, what that say right there? He said, yeah, he your child. I said, but I shouldn't have to prove that I'm his mother. And this was in 1995. I said, I shouldn't have to do that because she feel like, why the fuck I would want to steal a child? I have two others at the house. Why the fuck would I do that? But that's in that lady mind. That's the clarity of mind that those people over there from that side got. That woman really thought I had stole my own son because he's a lighter shader than me. He way lighter than me. So, because like I said, I was questioning the goddamn doctor, like, who little white baby there? And then so here it is, 36 years later, he had another daughter, and she come out the same way he came out, and the woman is darker than me, way darker than me. So she asked the doctor like, who's the white baby there? The doctor told her the same thing that I asked. I asked that question too, 36 years ago. Like, she like that her baby was lighter than him. She had no color. If you didn't know no better, being as dark as she is, cause she's not ebony, she a little darker than being ebony. But that baby came out pretty white. Now she done darkened down just a little bit, but she the color of her father now. Now he that same color. Now his other kids, all of them got white moms, so of course they like And then he even questioned one of his sons because out of all the kids that he got, one of his sons came out all the way white. So he intellectually, the baby looked just like him, but he intellectually gonna go and ask for a DNA test, like it gonna be changed. But he found out that that's when we had to go on and talk about the different nationalities inside this body of mine, and let him know that his father wasn't always black. You know, he was a part white person too. So we had to talk about it because when Jaden came along, this man wanted to deny that baby all. He wanted to deny that baby because the baby was white. He wanted to deny it, but it was his, you know. And I said, "Shit, nigga, you ain't fully black, so all your children ain't gonna come out the color you here, you know." I was questioning you when you came out, when I had you, you know, like what the fuck. And then I said, when I sat down, because mama didn't know that history of my dad. So once I sat down with him, he told me the history, but he didn't go into the severity of the nationality he was. But like I said, when I look at my dad, I see other nationality there. I got two little Mexican brothers down there, and I think I can't say the name, but um, I'm gonna fuck that name up. It's the A1, but I got two little brothers down there. I think right now each one of them should be at least 12 or 13 because they're younger than my youngest baby and baby brothers and sisters. Because my youngest baby brother and sister, I think they're about to turn 30, and I know those babies before he passed. When he passed, I think they were 6 and 7 because they didn't come to the funeral. They didn't come to the funeral, but yeah. But he still. I mean, I look at the picture every day. Him and my son is splendid image each other, and I found out that Joshua is not just white; he part Puerto Rican. So with him being that part, that's why he looks so much like my dad. You know, so I like shit. They look so much alike as if the DNA. Nobody wouldn't tell the truth, nobody would know the difference. They look just alike. So and neither here nor there. So like, let me go back and get on my pad because I don't want 17 men too much. But like I was trying to say, like um being messed up like I was, I only been in a 5 relationship in my lifetime. So it wasn't the men's, it was me. You know, I didn't get no therapy for the shit that I had been through. So until I went and sat down with a psychiatrist to get a little of that shit that I had been through off, that's when I seen the light at the tunnel. Like, damn, I'll talk to somebody else about what the fuck I went through. So going forward, all I need to do is just keep on progressing myself forward to be a better individual. It's still the interfere when it comes to me. Cause as soon as somebody make me mad, I snap, crack, and pop real motherfucking fast. I ain't gonna even hold you on that one. I'm just gonna be honest. So when somebody make me mad, that old person that I used to be, she real merch, real fucking quick. So I have to always keep my head level and straight because in any given time, I can snap, crack, and fucking pop real quick. So yeah. Mm-mm. I try to tell my mama now, cause I know since her stroke, her memories and things coming back, and I can kind of see like even though she can't talk like she used to, cause she's still working on her part, but she see I'm the only one here, and I probably intellect in her head, she probably asks herself like, damn, all the kids I got, she the only one that actually still here, so. She only got one daughter. She only got 2 sons left, 2 sons dead. So, um, I mean, I had to make myself a better individual because for my grandma left this in soil, she said to me, um, all that animosity and hate that you walk around here with towards your mom, you're going to have to fix that part. because one day you're gonna have to take care of her. I didn't know the severity of what she was saying. I just thought maybe she was saying that when she get old. But she already had foreseen this coming, so she would let me know you're gonna have to take care of your mom. And she was right, because if I don't take care of my mom, then chances are she'll be in one of them facility rotting the fuck away, and they wouldn't gave a fuck. So that's why she home with me right now. But I had to do a whole lot of overhauling and getting my mind and my body right, getting the nasty gut clean out, so I can be able to be a better version of myself to my mom that she went to me. So, and I think that's why she hold it against herself. The morning I had to tell her, like, you gotta let that part go. Because I ain't sitting around here with no idle thoughts or no anger, no hatred or none of that. My love is sincere. I love you, but you just being mean and still don't know how to grasp that part. And then I could hear her saying that her mouth, like she'll try and she gonna understand, because I said I'm the only person you got right now. You don't want to send your only help away. I ain't trying to abandon her and then like that, but she got to learn that part on her own. Like I said, she's 23 years older than me. She's 71. When she's sitting back there talking to us, and my cousin was coming to here and raise her voice up, dog, she'll snap, crack that pop real fast. Tell her don't be doing that. So yeah, she coming back this way very, 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 very quickly. I don't think I know she regret losing this leg. Cause if she had a leg, she'll be up through this motherfucker walk. I'll be had to go down the street and catch her. And I think she missed her Coke 45 because she ain't got that no more. But her doctor did say once they get the feed tube out, they will allow her to drink a light beer or something. They don't want to take her life away because they want her to kind of be in the thing. They play her music and stuff that she listens to. And I do the same thing here. But like I said, we all got a broken and disturbed past. Unlike them, they didn't get no therapy for theirs. I went and got some therapy for mine. My mom now don't even know what the fuck therapy was or went to a psychiatrist was, but I went and got me some help, because when I seen how I, I fucked up my kids being verbal and not physical abuse to them, it was time for me to change. And it was that 18-year-old one that say, like, you don't put your hand on me, but you do realize your mouth is verbal. He said, your mouth is worse than that. He said, you might well be hitting me with all them licks you got coming out your mouth. So I had to take that and listen to what that boy said, because I sat him down and he told me, he said, you don't physically hit me, but your mouth is real damage. And he was 12 years old. That's the first time, because the other kids, they ain't saying that. And I know I was very bruised to them. They kind of got it worse. So, but he told me, and I went 23 minutes too much. But twos and fews gonna come back and be said these little stories. Pete Love, bless to all America, both white and black alike, whatever color y'all want to be today. I love that for y'all. I don't discriminate against nobody, but what you see is what you get, and I'll be all the colors of the rainbow if they want me to. It ain't gonna bother me much, because your president up there, he a shade, he every different, he every color in the rainbow. He orange, green, purple, yellow. He all them color at one time. Nobody told him pick, motherfucker. But I ain't finna be getting out here keep arguing back and forth with that. I just said to the blacks, if you know you're racist, fix yourself. To the white, if you know you're racist, fix yourself. Now, each ones have to teach ones, and they got to do that on themselves. Can't nobody come out here and get no racist out, no racist. You can't. I had to find out that the very, very hard way. Being a racist, I was prejudiced for it toward them people over there. Well, I ain't like them, and nobody gonna make me like them neither. But I had to reform myself to be here right now to tell my story, because ain't nobody gonna once upon a time me. And I'm not proud of the way I was, but I can't sit to this fucking screaming. A lot of y'all neither. She was who she was and still might be. Deep down inside, I'm a better version of me. So whenever y'all done, quit being so judgmental and quit coming on here trying to tell somebody else about their life and look within your clothes because you got some shit you hide too. Don't judge me, judge yourself. Peace, love, and blessings to the world. Have a great day.